Today we're going to be looking at how to solve complex math problems using the order of operations. We have a couple of examples that we're going to work through together here, so let's get started. For question number 1, we can see that we have a problem that has multiple operations within the same problem. So clearly we can't just work through this problem from left to right, and that's where the order of operations comes into play. The order of operations provides us with a consistent order of priorities for solving complex math problems, just like we have on our screen here. This step-by-step order for solving complex math problems allows us to solve problems with multiple operations and have everyone achieve the same result. And we can see those priorities up top highlighted in yellow. The first priority is to solve anything within parentheses. The next priority is to solve any exponents, and then the next priority is to multiply or divide. And we can see in brackets here left to right. And the reason that that's there is because it doesn't matter whether you're multiplying or dividing, they're the same priority when working through the order of operations. So we're just going to solve those from left to right because they have the same priority. And then moving on to the last priority, we have adding and subtracting. And just like multiplying and dividing, they're the same priority, so we're going to solve from left to right. And a way to remember this is the acronym PEMDAS. The acronym PEMDAS provides us with an easy way to remember this consistent order of operations. So returning back to question number 1, well, for PEMDAS, the P in PEMDAS stands for parentheses, so we're going to solve within the parentheses first. So in the parentheses here, we have 15 minus 5. Well, we know that that's going to give us 10, and then we're going to bring down the rest of this problem. So we have 8 times 10 divided by 4. And now moving to the next priority, the E, well, that stands for exponents, and we don't have any exponents, so we're going to move on to the next priority, which is multiplying or dividing. And since we have both multiplying and dividing here, we're going to move from left to right. So we're going to start out by multiplying 8 times 10. Well, when we multiply 8 times 10, we get 80, and then we're going to bring down the rest of this problem. So we have 80 divided by 4. And when we divide 80 by 4, we're left with 20. So the answer to question number 1 is 20. Now moving on to question number 2, where once again, we have a problem that has multiple operations within the same problem. So remembering our acronym of PEMDAS, well, the P in PEMDAS stands for parentheses, so first we're going to solve within the parentheses. And in the parentheses, we have 18 being divided by 9. Well, that's going to leave us with 2, and then we're going to bring down the rest of this problem. So we have 4 to the power of 2, otherwise known as 4 squared, minus 2 times 5, and then plus 11. So remembering PEMDAS, well, the next priority is exponents, so we're going to solve any exponents. And here we have the exponent of 4 to the power of 2, so that tells us that we're going to be multiplying our base of 4 by itself twice. So we're going to be multiplying 4 times 4, which we know gives us 16. So down below, we're going to write our 16, and then we're going to bring down the rest of this problem. So we have minus 2 times 5 plus 11. So now moving through the priorities in PEMDAS, well, next we have multiplying and dividing, so we're going to work from left to right. And we can see that we have some multiplication here. We have 2 times 5, and that's going to give us 10. So now we're going to bring down the rest of this problem. So we have 16 minus 10 plus 11. So now moving through the priorities, we don't have any more multiplying or dividing, so we're going to move to the last priority of adding or subtracting. So we're going to move from left to right. So first we're going to subtract 10 from 16. Well, we know that that's going to leave us with 6, and then all we have left is to add 11. And when we add 6 plus 11, we get 17. So the answer for question number 2 is 17. So hopefully by now you feel a bit more confident working through complex math problems using the order of operations. Help make math less complicated by smashing those like and subscribe buttons. As always, enjoy today's math journey.